Hello guys, this is Alexi with Rock and Roll Tennis Camps, and today I would like to show you 5 footwork patterns for your forehands. And specifically, we're gonna take only ones that come to the middle of the court and everything to your right, as a righty like myself. So we're not gonna be concerned about the inside out and inside in or anything that goes to your left. So sorry for the angle, it's a bloody over 100 degrees in Burbank and my camera keeps overheating. So we're just gonna have to do it this way, so forgive me for that. So without, one more word, almost forgot it. These patterns are gonna be, which one you're gonna use are largely gonna depend on your opponent. So the better your opponent hits the ball, the wider it is, the more powerful it is, and the less time you're gonna therefore have is gonna determine which footwork you're gonna take out of the bag, use, and move on to the next shot. All right, without further ado, let's start with the ones that come right to the middle of the court. So the ball comes right to the middle of the court, and these ones I'm going to divide into 2. So first one is going to be short and low. For these balls, you're going to do close stance. So you're going to put your left foot first, and for this one is one of my kind of a hard-ish rules. Is this is really the only time it makes sense to put your left foot first. Like, I know sometimes it will maybe go a little bit to the right, but generally speaking, the left foot nowadays is only applicable when it's the short ball that comes right in front of you. That's where it's very natural to put your left foot in, and that's you let the arm handle the ball. So I'm not a huge fan of taking another step afterwards. I know a lot of people like that. I personally think it's kind of a waste of time. It's not like that step is gonna make your shot go that much faster. I'm a strong believer that most of your energy is gonna come from the legs, and a lot of it is gonna come from your arm. So one step forward, one step backwards, and then you're done. Okay, so that's short and low. Next one's gonna be anything waist to a shoulder. In that window, you're gonna start using your right leg. So that's gonna be from this point on. Every pattern that will go to your right will have to heavily rely on your right leg doing some work and being fit enough. All right, so push from the right leg into the swing. So that's a medium to high balls. All right, so now we're gonna advance a little bit to the right. So this particular footwork is made really famous by Novak, and he's even wears a shirt with a silhouette of that footwork. So that's the one that the ball just a few feet away from you. It's still, fairly easy, where you can load off your right leg and push up, and this is where your left leg's gonna get off the ground. Contrary to popular belief, lots of people believe in that. I don't know why. It's literally every single pro does it. That left foot can get off the ground, and in fact it has to. It kind of serves as a counterbalance, so it kind of keeps you balanced more towards the center of the court. So that's your third footwork. So load in and push. Again, you're generating a lot of energy off your right leg going up. So that's that I would still consider a pretty easy scenario. Okay, now we're gonna get to a little bit further. So now we're getting to medium difficulty. So this footwork is also largely used. Novak is using it a lot, but all these patterns are really used by anybody on the tour. So here it is. So this one is intermediate ball. This way you come still wide feet, and you're gonna shift your balance really fast back to the center. So here's in the fast motion. You're basically cutting the corner really quick. So you're not wasting any time away from from the center of the court, roughly where you should be covering the entirety of the court. All right, so that's a number 4. And the last one is going to be the hardest one. So you really don't have a lot of choice. You're basically on a full run. But even on a full run, you got to push off your right foot. So now instead of pushing upwards, so now you got to push. And this right leg is going to actually help you to get to the ball in addition to creating some power. So you got to lunge. So I'll do it in a full running. I'll go outside the frame a little bit. So you're basically running into that shot, and you have no time to really stop until you're already done with the swing, and that's where you stop, and then you get back. So those are the 5 patterns, and I'll give you a bonus one. So the other one is this one is a pretty hard one. So this one happens a lot of times right after the serve when people jump into the court and opponent returns really deep. You got to push back and do it on the way back again. That's a common misconception, that you can't lean backwards. Not only you can't in this particular scenario, you have to lean backwards. Yes, I know it's not what you should choose, but you gotta have this ball, this footwork in your arsenal. So I'll show you one more time, and maybe a little bit faster. So here's your serve. You're serving. The opponent returns really fast, and then you back. So you gotta mitigate that hot return with a shot of your own. If you're really good to shot, this shot actually can be quite aggressive. All right, so over the years I've worked with plenty of Division I athletes and recreational players, and with all of them I show them this footworks, and I know that some of these patterns are not going to be as needed for a recreational player, but if you know how to do those, or at least aware of them, and kind of have an idea how they work, it's definitely going to make you a much more complete and therefore dangerous player. All right, I hope I didn't miss anything. With that being said, go rock the courts.